Hello everyone and welcome to another live watch along on Football Talk podcast. My name is Ozzy and I'm your host for today's show. The game is set to be underway between Liverpool and Aston Villa. Before the game begins, we will quickly go through the lineups and see what the game entails. So let's have a look at the lineup. So for Liverpool, it's Kelleher in goal. No surprise there, as Alisson's still not available. And then you've got Robertson, who I was not predicting, but I wanted him to start. I just feel like he would be a player that would stop the right winger. I thought it was going to be McGinn, but I don't think that is the player that's been selected, but we'll discuss that very shortly. We've got Van Dijk, Konate, and Trent Alexander-Arnold in the right-back position. And in midfield, we have Gravenberch, McAllister, and then we've got Salah, Jones, and Diaz, and Nunes up top. And then we've got Martinez for Aston Villa, and then in the back four you've got Digne, Torres, Diogo Carlos, and Quansah. No surprise there. Tielemans and Onana in the double pivot. Jacob Ramsey, Rodgers, Bailey gets the nod ahead of McGinn, and Ollie Watkins leads the line. So only change from my predicted lineup in the preview was that I thought McGinn was going to start. So now we are set to game set to begin. So let's get underway. Curtis Jones getting ready to take the kickoff. Now, a lot more emphasis in getting a win today with Man City dropping points. They lost to Brighton 2-1, so not everyone can beat Brighton. We beat them back-to-back. But, you know, a lot of fans say that Liverpool haven't played any big teams as of yet. But so far, so good. The month of October was always going to be a tricky one, and this was certainly one of the fixtures before the international break that we had to make sure that we get the win. As Villa have always been a tricky opponent for us. Not in the best of forms. They've lost 3 back-to-back games, but they are a team that can cause issues. They've got some good quality players in their squad. They've got finishers from the bench that can have a huge impact in the game as well. So definitely to make sure we're on top of our game today. Lovely ball from Salah to Darwin Núñez. He was fouled there. A bit soft, to be fair, if that was given. He's onside. Fair play to Núñez. Keeping onside now. Yeah, it was not really a foul, let's be honest. Nah, not enough to give away a penalty, unfortunately. Konate, good header there. Big game for Robertson, who's definitely been below par, unfortunately, in the last few weeks. Groundberg, long ball up top to Salah. Good control, pass Lukaden. Unfortunately, Jacob Ramsey just nicks the ball off the Egyptian king there. No foul there between Leon Bailey and Robertson. Already seems like it's going to be the battle between fullbacks and wingers today. Robertson does well there to make sure the ball is out of play. Throw into Aston Villa. Morgan Rogers has actually been a really good player for Villa this season, occupying that number 10 role in the team. Luis Diaz coming off a fantastic hat-trick against Bayer Leverkusen. Good pressing there from Nunes. McAllister to Diaz. Nice touch from McAllister. Good pass from Gravenberch. Trent passes to Salah. Salah goes infield. He shoots. Oh, blocked by Pau Torres there. Good move there from Liverpool. But ball is still in play. Villa getting us on the counter through Watkins. Through Jacob Ramsey there. Great play there from Ibu, showing his strength in that one-on-one duel there. Free kick taken, despite Villa obstructing play there. No one got a yellow card there, no surprise. But yeah, if it was a Liverpool player, it'd be another story. Won that to Konate. Gravenberch. Good touch. Foul from Tielemans. Post to start from Gravenberch looked very neat and tidy on the ball so far. Jones to Trent. When I did the match preview, I thought maybe Szoboszlai would have got the start today. Oh, hold on. Diaz. Oh, unlucky. Tries to hook it in towards McAllister, but unable to find the player there. Van Dijk to Gravenberch. Oof. Decent effort there. Unfortunately, wasn't able to get onto that. But yes, as I was saying, with regards to the team selection, I thought Szoboszlai might have got the nod today due to his energy and his sort of tenacity in terms of his pressing up top. But because of his lack of form, I understand why he wasn't selected. And also the comments that came from Onslaught on Friday, which was yesterday, in terms of how impressed he's been with Curtis Jones. Yeah, it looks like Curtis Jones has found his position. And for him, he just needs to stay fit. I think quality, I don't really question his quality. I know some fans do. I've always thought he's a very talented player. Now it's just making sure that he stays fit, number one, and he's consistent. And this number 10 position could be his. Oof. Good play there from Jones. Tries to thread the ball towards McAllister. Luka Dean had to clear the lines there. Corner kick. Very positive start from both teams, more so from Liverpool, who are a bit more on the front foot than normal, which, I'm pleased to see. I think the key is to try and get the early goal. And then that will hopefully settle the way we play. We don't have to be as aggressive or sort of providing the urgency in our play. So let's see what we can do here. It's Robertson taking it from the right-hand side of the pitch. Great cross, headed away by, I think that was Konsa. Oh no, sorry, it was Onana. Free kick given, I think, due to the push on the midfielder there. Just got a comment here from Shay Arsenal. So big up Shay Arsenal. Appreciate you tuning in. Appreciate your comment. And there's also a comment saying, remember to hit the like button and subscribe if you're new here. Big up yourself, Shay. Thank you for your comment and thank you for your support to the channel. Looks like Aston Villa are deploying some housery tactics by delaying the play right now. It's throwing to Villa, but it's still in their defensive half. Good tackle there from Groundberg on Rodgers. Rodgers, we definitely need to make sure we keep an eye on him. Very strong on the ball. Can be very lethal in terms of when he's driving the ball, and he's got a shot on him as well. Oh, Robertson loses the ball there on Lewin Bailey. Watkins, he's on the left channel right now. Oh, first shot from Ollie Watkins above the bar. Decent effort there, but always going to be a difficult from that kind of angle. Mohamed Salah. No. Darwin Núñez, fortunately offside there. Nice touch there from Kwanzaa. Plays a good ball there to Tielemans. Tielemans across to Jacob Ramsey. He's driving the ball up against Trent. Oh, I'm not going to lie. He should have done much better there. The way he just opened that play by creating that half yard, he had acres of space to execute a shot. But it just took too long. Free kick to Liverpool as Tielemans obstructs Salah on the right side of the pitch. Look at this play from Ramsey. That's such great skill. Completely fooled Trent and Konate there, but he didn't capitalize. Should have at least hit the target there, in my opinion. Good play there from Jones, nicking the ball off Watkins. Trent cuts inside, trying to get involved in the play right now. Salah to Jones. Need a bit more movement from McAllister, I'd say. He's not really getting involved in the game as much. Nunes just needs to watch his movement in terms of how he sets out. There are times where he's occupying the channels where I feel like he needs to be a bit more central and playing on the shoulder or drop deep. I feel like that's something he needs to add to his game where he drops deep. I feel like it'd be very hard to man mark a player if they're going to sort of unwarranted territory, especially for the centre backs. Trent to Salah. Try the first time pass to Darwin Nunes, but unfortunately he's not able to control the ball. Goal kick to Villa. Another delayed goal kick from Villa. The way they keep going, they will get booked at some point. Or you'd hope so, anyway. Remember, we've got a Manchester United fan in David Coote as the referee today, so not helpful for Liverpool. Konsa, he drives with the ball, but he's blocked by Robertson. Good tackle there from the Scotsman. Diaz drives with the ball. Nunes, come on, drive with the ball now. He's slowing the play down a little bit. Cutting, he shoots. No. Wasteful opportunity there. As he cut in, he should have laid it off to Jones or Diaz. Not take a shot from there. That was not really an angle to shoot. So, disappointing effort there from Darwin Nunes. Rodgers gets past Konate there. Oh, lovely through ball, but Trent did enough to block Jacobs Ramsey's path there. Otherwise, I feel like it would have been through on goal. So didn't get the ball, but at least applied a bit of pressure to obstruct the midfielder there. Tielemans with the cross. Oof. Villa have had the shot so far. They've had 2 shots, one through Watkins and Bailey with the header. I think this was a better chance, to be fair. Won't say it's at point blank range, but the leap was high. Robertson didn't really challenge him in the air. I'd say it's relatively a free header. At least, he's got to be hitting the target there. Good pressing in from Darwin Nunes. Well done, Robertson. He's driving the ball. I think that's a goal kick. Hit his chest there as it went out of play. Just going to quickly look at the bench. Because I saw Allison there. I thought, is Allison back? But no, he's just there to show support for the team. But in terms of the bench for Liverpool, it's pretty much the same players that we had in our midweek fixture, looks like. So it's Joe Gomez, Endo, Szoboszlai, Gakpo, Tsimikas, Yaros, Kwanzaa, Morton, and Bradley. Still a very strong bench. From a Villa point of view, they've got Mings, McGinn, Duran, Buendia, Philogene, Matson, Olsen, Bogard, and Kamara. So they've got some decent players on the bench as well, especially John Duran, who's been on sensational form right now. Everything he touches turns gold right now. So definitely one we need to look out for. Poor pass there from Diego Carlos. Trent capitalizes. He's infield. Lovely through ball to Salah. Salah unable to get past Carlos and Onana there. Ramsey might not be the quickest, or in terms of he might not have that blistering pace, but he's definitely a player Trent needs to watch out for. More than capable of driving the ball and getting past him. Has a good turn of speed, just not a electric pace on that wing, as you know, like the likes of Diaz, that players that we have in our team. So they can definitely cause havoc. He's very good on the ball. Good team in action as well, to be fair. A player that broke into the Villa team a few years ago, but hasn't really lived up to that potential. I think he was supposed to be the next big thing. So good to see him back in action. He's had a bit of a torrid time with injuries, and he's been out of form as well during the last couple of seasons. So good to see him in action. Hopefully, I wish him luck in this fixture because, yeah, in other games he's welcome to do what he wants, but not in this one. Need to make sure Liverpool get the win. Poor cross there from Villa. Liverpool can hit the counter. Salah through on goal. Oh, great piece. Oh, send him off. Darwin Núñez. Fantastic play from Liverpool. That was a foul, Mohamed Salah. I don't know if the ref waved play on or advantage or said there was no foul at all, but it doesn't matter. Núñez read the script, went past the goalkeeper, and then smashed the ball into the roof of the net. What a finish there from the Uruguayan. Thought he may have hit a bit too away from goal, but he did fantastically well to hit it on target and hit it with pure power there. Let's have a look at the replay again. Great play from Van Dijk. Lifts the ball into the right area. That pace, Villagine, now he's getting a red card for that. Darwin Núñez does really well, to be fair. It wasn't like it was a completely open goal. The keeper was still around that area, and he had to kind of lift that shot rather than place it on ground. Yeah, that's a great finish. Some will say it's the easy finish, but Martinez was on full stretch, so if it was hit low, it would have been saved. So fair play to Darwin Núñez. I think that was a good finish in the end. Villagine probably should have got a red card, if I'm being honest. You know, yes, he played advantage for us, but you know, could have been looked back at, you know, a clear foul, last man foul as well. But hey, we'll take that goal. 1-0 to Liverpool. Great start from the Reds. Diaz to McAllister. McAllister, I thought he was going to shoot. 1-2 between Núñez, but Núñez needs to play a bit more forward rather than straight at the player, especially when the player's on the move there. Watkins on the counter for Villa. Up against Kanate. No, behave. It's not a foul, but he's giving a free kick to Liverpool. So is that a dive? Why has he not got booked? It's not a penalty. He didn't foul him. You know, I'm not saying dish out the cards, but you know, if you're getting a free kick for someone jumping and simulating that manner, that's a yellow card. It's a dive. It should be a yellow card. I'm not sure what's going on now, but that should be a yellow card. Hang on. What's going on? Before the game continues, it looks like Trent may have picked up an injury. Mohamed Salah has the highest goal and assist ratio in the Premier League with 13 altogether. Good first touch from Darwin Núñez to take it away from the keeper. He could have got that all wrong. But no, pleased with that finish there. Fortunately, it looks like Trent has picked up an injury. I'm just hoping it's nothing too serious. That's a shame. I'm not sure what the injury is. To be fair, I just saw him on the ground. My guess would be maybe a calf injury, but it's probably better for him to, not damage the injury even further by continuing. If he's pulled a muscle, then it's best to take that precaution and just get him off. We've got international week coming up as well, so he can, recuperate during that time off. But Conor Bradley is back on the lineup. Oof. Watkins had a shot there, just dragged it wide. Oh, great play there from Salah. What can he do? Finds Diaz. No, don't pass to Robertson. Robertson, I knew he was going to mess that up. Oh, I thought Gravenberch did enough to hit the pass back to the danger zone. Konate does fantastically well to block that through ball for Watkins. Liverpool taking their time, not rushing with their play. Gravenberch lays it off to McAllister. Diaz 1-on-1 against Konsa. Drives infield. Oh, great pass to Salah. Salah lifts the ball to Darwin Núñez. Oh, just a little bit too high for the Uruguayan. That was a beautiful effort there from Salah. Just a bit too much on it, unfortunately. Oof. The crowd are booing for the goal kicks that have been taken by Villa. Fantastic play from come on. The two Villa players blocked each other, didn't they? That wasn't a foul on our part. Disagree with that one. So they just showed the replay of the goal, and they're suggesting that with the referee's hand gesture where he's doing this, he was saying that was not a foul. Which, if that was the outcome, whoa, I would have been fuming. Absolutely fuming. Luckily, we got the goal, but boy, that would have been a massive talking point if that wasn't given. Conor Bradley. Conor Bradley just needs to do his thing, keep it neat and tidy today. You know, he's a solid defensive player, contribute to attack if required, but I don't think he needs to be too adventurous in his play today. Just needs to make sure he keeps Jacob Ramsey at bay. As I'm saying that, he's the further player up top right now. Oh, Salah trying to find Diaz on the other side, but his pass was obstructed by Jones. Jones has the ball right now. Through Salah. Salah, lovely pass to Diaz. He goes through his legs. Took one eye off the ball there. Good touch there from Watkins. Konate has been fantastic so far in the game. They just can't get past him today. And long may that continue. Conor Bradley. McAllister. He's finding some good pockets on that left side of the pitch. So hopefully he can use that to his advantage and thread some nice through balls to the attackers. Salah's showing a different range today, playing more of a playmaker type role, which he has been doing for the last few months, and even, I'd probably say even last season, to be fair, under Jurgen Klopp. Definitely adapted his role the older he's got. Definitely added another weaponry to his game. Fouled in from Ramsey on, from Bradley on Ramsey. Free kick to Villa in the middle of the park. Diego Carlos with the ball. Long walk top for Leon Bailey. Oh, nice pass there. But Robertson, I was going to say he did well to claim the ball, but then he left it loose and then Villa had the ball again. So now it looks like it could be a corner kick. Yes, it is. So slight mistake there from Robertson. Should have been a bit more assertive when he had that ball. Controlled it and just didn't know what to do, and it wasn't even a great touch. So hopefully that's not costly. But let's see. Corner kick for Villa. They scored the highest amount of goals in set pieces with 5. So it's definitely one of their strengths. And I know Luka Dean has a good delivery on him. So here we go. Luka Dean with the corner kick for Villa. Not the best of set pieces there. Liverpool on the counter once again. Salah through to Darwin Núñez. Darwin Núñez through on goal. Darwin Núñez. He shoots. Oh my God. This is the thing with Darwin Núñez. Makes the easy things look hard and the hard things look easy. I think he should have buried it. He didn't really need to smash it like that. You need calm and composure in this moment. He didn't have it, unfortunately. And it wouldn't even hit the target. It was high and wide. Good play from Gravenberch to Salah. Salah to Jones. Jones, yes. He gets it. But he gets it back. Well done. Great determination from Jones to make sure he gets that ball. Just going to go through some of the comments here. Big up, Steve. He said, let's go, champ. Let's go indeed. And then Steve says, Trent has been playing with an injury. Get him off now. Yeah. Just hoping it's nothing too serious. I'm not sure what the magnitude of that injury is. But yeah, doesn't look good. Salah on the ball. I'm loving the way in terms of how Salah's spraying his passes around. Just needs to be a bit more better in terms of his accuracy. But not as long as he's creating these openings, one of them will come good, I guess. Maybe one or two. Oh, Diaz. Oh, that's an awful challenge on Van Dijk from Rodgers. He gets a yellow card for his work there. Steve said we need that second goal as soon as possible to dent Villa's confidence and then get the third. Yeah, definitely. I said earlier on, I wanted an early goal, which we pretty much got. But yes, if we can secure that second goal before halftime, then we've got a different game. We don't need to play with such urgency or play in an aggressive manner. We can just control the game to our pace. So, yeah, let's try and get that second goal, and then hopefully we can have a bit more of a calm affair. We don't need to go all guns blazing. And it's all about game management from there onwards. Hopefully Robo keeps everything simple today and has no bozo moments. He's not had any bozo moments as of yet, but he has given the ball away in positions where I feel like, they could have punished us. The corner kick that just happened came from a miscontrol or lack of awareness type of control there on the ball. So, no, not quite a bozo moment, but yeah. Doesn't give me a lot of confidence as well at the same time. Let's be honest. Steve also said Villa game will be asking for us. Yeah, they're a tough opponents. I know they're not in the best of forms right now, but yeah, this is the sort of game where they just turn up somehow, especially against Liverpool, who obviously top of the league. So yeah, away from home as well, so they always want to try and spoil the party. But right now, we're in control. We're playing some good football. We're playing very smart in terms of giving them a bit more possession of the ball, but we're trying to hit them on the counter. And we've been very direct in terms of how we've set those counter attacks. So far, so good, in my opinion. Luka Dean with the cross. It's not a bad ball, to be fair. Leon Bailey unable to get onto the end of that one. Steve also asks, comment saying Villa players time wasting. Only Femi gone. They were doing that from the opening 10-15 minutes, especially with the goal kicks. They were doing all sorts of housery so early on. So definitely a tactic from Unai Emery. But, and on the slot, I feel like the team's a lot more calm and composed. We don't get rattled about things like that. I think under Jurgen Klopp, maybe would find that a bit annoying. I know the crowd certainly voiced their frustration, because I would as well, to be honest with you. But yeah, the team don't seem that phased by it. So yeah, tactics not working. Corrupt official Coot hates LFC. Oh, look, the goal we scored, the first goal, he waved it down to say that wasn't a foul on Salah beforehand. Now look, we got the goal, so you're probably thinking, we shouldn't really be complaining. But what if that goal didn't happen from Nunes, and the ball the player had to be brought back? He suggested it wasn't a foul. So for me, that is absolutely wild. But look, because Nunes, good save then from Kelleher. Header there from Onana. I think it's probably the best chance we've ever had so far. Great save there from the Irishman. But yeah, if that Nunes finish didn't happen. Oh, great save there from Kelleher. I thought we almost conceded a goal there. Tielemans. Oh my gosh. Kelleher giving high fives to Van Dijk, but he completely missed the ball there. That's a concern, I'm not gonna lie. Double save. Yeah, he did well. He did well. It's an instinctive save there. Nah, I know it's straight at him, but you know, some keepers they might have just flapped it behind them, so you know anything can happen. So you got to give him a bit of credit, but look at Dean, probably should have done better there. Another comment here from Steve. Bailey needs to defend first and overlap when he can. Yeah, that's what I mentioned earlier on. Totally agree with you on that one. Perfect weekend, i.e. we win. City have lost. Chelsea smash Arsenal. Yeah, that'd be great if Chelsea smash Arsenal. So I would definitely have to be tuned in for that one. That'd be an interesting watch. Bailey needs to shut down Ramsey quickly at every opportunity. Yeah, Ramsey's getting a lot of the ball right now. And he looks dangerous, to be fair. Diaz, from goal, can he shoot? Oh, that pass was wayward. Should have just gone for goal there. Kanate, fantastic. Robbo needs to mark Bailey tightly. He does, but I think he's concerned if he marks him tightly because if you're too close to the player, Bailey's so good with his movement that he can literally just, you know, do that kind of movement and then just escape the player with ease. So maybe if he just gives him 1 yard, he's able to close on him when he has the ball. But off the ball, I think like he needs to just not stay away from him, but you know, keep your distance. And then once he has the ball, then you know that's when you go a bit more aggressive. But yeah, obviously he's not being in the best of form, so he's not going to feel as confident as he normally would. But Bailey hasn't really troubled us so far. I wouldn't say that's down to Robertson as such, but you know, Robertson's still done a decent job so far today. And then Nunes should have placed that shot and scored. Yeah, this is what I was saying earlier on in terms of that finish. You need calm and composure in that kind of finish where the best strikers that you've watched over the years, like, hold on 1 second. Darwin Nunes has a ball, he shoots straight at the keeper. Like the likes of like Thierry Henry when he'd gone through and go, he was just like cushioning it right in the bottom corner. You need that calmness in front of goal. You need to be ice cold when you're in that sort of situation. I think for him it was just like, let me get through on goal and just smash it. And sometimes it works, but I feel like when you're supposed to be a clinical striker, those moments you're supposed to place it. That's what you're taught when you're a kid. Where be a finisher. Don't just go for the eye-catching finish all the time. But yeah, I agree with you, Steve. I think he should have placed that one. Bailey has the ball right now. Steve says Nunes hat-trick today or hat-trick misses. That's Nunes. Yeah. As I mentioned, he makes the easy chances look hard and the hard chances look easy. So yeah. It's one or the other with Joe Nunes. Yeah, you're not wrong there with your analogy. Steve says our midfield players need to sit down, stop Tielemans from shooting outside the box. Yeah, I'll be honest with you, Tielemans doesn't scare me. But yeah, you're right. We need to be a bit more, you know, tighter with our marking and don't allow any gaps, especially around the edge of that box. Oof, thought Salah controlled the ball there. But heavy touch there from Ramsey. So another corner kick for Liverpool. Diaz should be attacking constantly at every opportunity. He's not a natural right back. He's not a natural right back, but he has played there quite a few times for Villa, and I think he's played there for England as well. And he's a solid. They kind of reminds me of Joe Gomez in terms of how he plays. And Joe Gomez defensively is very good on those fullback positions. So yeah, I do feel like Diaz needs to be on the ball be a bit more direct. But yeah, he's got a tricky opponent where he's more defensive first rather than he's thinking about the attack. Corner kick from Liverpool. Robertson. Granberg shoots. Too much power over the bar there. Steve says we need Mac, Gravenberch, Jones to control the midfield. Yeah, at the minute, I think in the last probably 5 or 10 minutes, I think we've been a bit complacent with the ball. I was going to say complacent, and then I see Villa just give the ball away. So we've done that as well. We've given the ball away in silly positions. So just got to be a bit more in control and stay focused until that half-time whistle is blown. Because right now, you don't want to give anything away because they can hurt us. I think their biggest asset in terms of breaking the deadlock or on their part anyway, to equalize the score is through a set piece. That's where they look the most dangerous. So yeah, we need to be on top of our game regardless. Steve says Robbo Bradley needs to force Bailey Ramsey to face their own goal. Don't let them turn and run out. I'll hold on 1 second. Robertson. News has the ball. I think with regards to Robbo and Bradley, I wouldn't want them to be too far up. I feel like if they do that, they will literally present gaps on their flanks, and I feel like that could certainly be exploited from Villa. So for me, I want them to do the defensive duty first. I want them to be focused in terms of making sure Bailey and Jacob Ramsey don't have any influence on the game, and let the wingers, occupy that role where they are causing havoc to their fullbacks. I'm not sure what's happened there. Jacob Ramsey seems to have picked up an injury there, which is a bit of a shame. As I mentioned, he's struggled with injuries and form in the last couple of years. Looks like he's holding his hamstring there. So he literally touched his hamstring before that challenge on Salah. So yeah, feel for him there. And then Steve said Gakpo will cook Konsa. I agree with you. That's, in my match preview, I wanted Gakpo to start. I feel like he would have been a better opponent one-on-one. I feel like Diaz tends to drift more in field, whereas Gakpo can take the fullback on the byline and then provide uncertainty because he could cut inside as well. So Gakpo just feels like he's a bit more of a natural player on that wing, whereas I feel like Diaz is more dynamic. He's more in terms of raw speed and cutting in field and trying and finish. So we've got two good options there. So hopefully, if we're not able to get the most of Diaz on that left side, we can bring on Gakpo later on. Maybe even shift Diaz centrally like we did in that Bayer Leverkusen game. So we've got options, which is good to see. And Steve says, I would like Jones to have the confidence to shoot outside the box. He has a quality shot. Yeah, it's an interesting one because whenever Szoboszlai's played that position, I always just feel like he's a bit gun shy, and I feel like maybe that's down to confidence. There can also be an instruction from the coach, where I know Anasol is quite heavily focused on possession football. And with Jones, we don't really tend to see him taking long shots either. So I personally feel like it's a tactic where our number 10s aren't, asked to take long shots from distance unless, there's nothing in front of them. They've got to take that option. I feel like they've been instructed where if you're around the box, try and lay it off, try and produce a final pass rather than going for glory, which I don't agree with. I think when you're a number 10 and when you're in that sort of position around the edge of the box and you can take a shot and go, you got to use your weapons to your advantage. And there can be occasions where you've had a long shot and a keeper's made a save and he hasn't parried it away, then the striker can score from a rebound. So it creates openings for the team as well. So for me, I feel like that's something that Anslot doesn't encourage his players to do. I feel like he should do going forward. But hey, we'll see. We'll see how it goes. But obviously, in terms of what he does on the pitch, I think Jones has been fantastic in the last few weeks. So definitely fully deserves to start his this game today. Steve said both teams forced to make subs. Yeah, obviously we've got to take off Trent, and then they've had to just take off Ramsey as well. So yeah, unfortunately, it's we're approaching that congested period of the season where fixtures are coming left, right, and center. I know we have an international break, but after that, we'll be playing games every 2-3 days. So it's going to get hectic towards that Christmas roundup. And with Christmas coming up as well, do not be surprised if you hear transfer rumors circling about Liverpool. A lot of uncertainty in terms of contract talks. I heard news that maybe Van Dijk is close to agreeing a contract, but then I've heard that Trent has stalled with his talks. So, I'm not getting happy or annoyed either way. I'm just letting the official news come, and then I can react accordingly. Fantastic play there from Liverpool on the counter-attack. Robertson produced a low cross, but I'll be honest with you, it was a good cross, but a better block from, I think it was Pau Torres that did that block there. So that is half time, guys. So it's Liverpool 1, Aston Villa 0. Good first half, I would say, from Liverpool. Definitely started the game more on the front foot. We got the goal through a counter attack, which should probably have extended our lead as Nunes had another chance for on goal. But unfortunately, he wasn't able to stay calm and composed and applied the neat finish that he needed in that sort of moment. Keller ended up making a double save. So yeah, he's kept us in the game so far. So far so good. Entertaining game, I would say. Just going to read a few of the comments and then we'll take a short break. Steve said Gakpo, Diaz, Salah. I want to start today. That is exactly the same line. I wanted Diaz through the middle, Gakpo on the left, and Salah on the right, because I really enjoyed how the three of them played against Leverkusen. It just felt like there was so much fluidity in their play, and yeah, I thought like it was a good watch for the fans. But yeah, well, I'm sure there'll be occasions where that happens. Might even happen later in the game when we need to change personnel. Steve said Diaz's best position is the false nine. That's interesting because the role he played against Bayer Leverkusen, I think that's the first time I've seen him play false nine. I was impressed, don't get me wrong, but is it his best position? The jury's out for that one. I still think left wing, he's just as lethal. But obviously, if he's given a run of games through that middle and he's scoring goals left, right, and centre, then that's definitely an argument to have. Still say if you don't shoot, Jones done, you don't score. It's as simple as that. Couldn't say in plain English there. Yeah, and I agree, but I just feel like it's an instruction from our coach that that's not the way he wants to do things, especially around that box. Because if our number 10 is taking shots and it's getting blocked, then that easily leads the opposition to create a counter attack. And I think that's what he's wary of. So if you're able to just thread through balls around the area, then you're still keeping possession of the ball. So I think that is the key for Armstrong. I think that's the key to how he wants to his players to play. So, I get it, but I do feel like with attacking players, their instinct is to shoot in those kind of moments. So you're taking their natural game away. But if we're winning with games and we're scoring goals, I'm not gonna have too much qualms about a small tactic here. But yeah, that's just my view on that tactic at all. And then Steve says Madrid want to sign Konate next summer. I bloody hope not. He's not for sale. From what I've heard, he's close to signing a new contract. So hopefully that will put rumors to bed there that he's not leaving anytime soon. I think they're in pursuit of Saliba more so than Konate. If Arsenal have a season where they don't win anything, and there are question marks with regards to Arteta's future at the club, that's probably an opportunity for Madrid to capitalize on. Yeah, he's definitely going to be sought after, but yeah, hands off Konate is what I would say to that. And as Steve says, Gakpo, Diaz, Salah, the new Fab 3. Look, I was enjoying the way they were playing. I'm not going to lie. It was great to see. But it might have just been more of a tactical plot against that particular team rather than something we play week in, week out. But look, I love the fact that we have 6 attackers. Yes, I'm including kids as well. 6 attackers that can play in different roles. They can switch up and they're impactful wherever they play. I think that's such a great thing to have. You look at teams across the Premier League like Arsenal, where they've got like Martinelli, Trossard, they're not able to play in certain positions. Like Martinelli, you never see him through the middle or on the right hand side. He's only a left winger. So I love the fact that our players can interchange during the game. But if players aren't available, they can play a shift in certain roles and still have an impact and get involved in terms of the attacking point of view there. So no, I'm loving the fact that we've got these multifunctional attackers in our squad. Just got a comment here from Abdul Rahim. He says, hi, Ozzy and chat. Assalamu alaikum. Welcome to you, Abdul. He says, how are you? All, I'm doing very well. Thank you, Abdul. I think Steve is doing good as well. I hope you are doing well, Abdul. Thank you for your comment. Thank you for tuning in. He wrote, blessing. Need to ground and focus on LFC. Don't think about our clubs. Respect our rival. Keep on winning mindset. Many thanks. You never walk along. Big up yourself there, Abdul. Steve says, Diaz, false number 9, forces him to shoot instinctively and score goals. Where he has too much time to shoot, don't score. Yeah, I see what you mean there. I feel like he just showed a different level to his game where he dropped deep and then laid off the passes quite well. So he's a bit more instinctive in front of goal. I definitely agree with that. But I feel like I've seen that level of play on the left wing from him as well. For him, it's just about that consistency and that belief that he can do it week in, week out. And I think this season, he's definitely shown that. So, probably been one of our best attackers, if I'm being brutally honest. Abdul Rahim says 1-0. Liverpool Villa, halftime. Like, subscribe, share, comment. You never welcome. Big up yourself, Abdul. Thank you for your comment there. Steve said, rumours, Robbo been offered a new contract. Are you being serious? I heard that earlier on. But I just thought it was, I saw it online. I just thought people were just having a discussion. I didn't realize that he's been offered a new contract. I'll be honest with you, I'm not too pleased about that one. Look, I rate Robbo as a player. I think he's been a fantastic player over the years for us. And for me, whenever he leaves the club or whenever he retires, he will be a club legend, in my opinion. I think he's been one of our best left backs, definitely in terms of my generation or my time being a Liverpool fan. I think he's definitely been the best. So I don't know if it's worth offering him another contract. I think that's something that needs to be looked at the end of the season, not mid-season, because I don't feel like it's a no-brainer that he deserves a new contract. I think we need to see how he performs later this season, because if he, if he's offered a contract now, it seems that he's going to be the first choice left back, and I don't feel like he is right now. In terms of form, I would say Tsimikas is probably the first choice now, just due to the way he's played so far this season, and the way we play left back. You need to be energetic. So I feel like if you've lost that bit of speed, it's something that it could be regarded as a weakness for Liverpool when we're up against tough opposition. So for me, I if there is any contract talks, let it be at the end of the season where he might surprise and go back to his old ways. And if he does, then I'll put my hands on and say, look, Robbo is still that guy. I just feel like there's been a decline for the last year or so. And look, I don't mind him as a squad player, but then that puts a question mark. Is Tsimikas not good enough to be a first choice left back? If he's not, and then we have Robertson as our sort of backup left back, and then we sign someone else, that's something that could work. Like, I don't know what you guys think. I wouldn't mind us going for Alphonso Davies from Bayern Munich. I know defensively he's a bit questionable, and I've even heard him say that he doesn't want to be a fullback. He wants to play as a winger, but I feel like he's been programmed, to play fullback now. I don't think anyone would want to sign him as a winger. He's available on a free transfer, so we can negotiate a pre-contract agreement in January. So I know Real Madrid obviously would be strong favourite because they've shown interest in the player in the last couple of years. But why not go for that as well? We could probably offer him more first-team football if he was to join us. So that'd be someone that I think the club should look at. But, drop a comment, let me know what you guys think. And then Steve says, I said last season, Diaz best position is false 9. and keep Gakpo on the left. He's now false number 9. Truthfully, we don't really play false 9 anymore. That's why I feel like Gakpo hasn't really been playing there under Onslaught. I think what we saw midweek was more tactical from Onslaught in terms of that he played that false 9 position because of our opponent, where Jonathan Tah, big and physical centre back, it would have been difficult for Darwin Núñez to go direct up against him. But yeah, I feel like it's just so good that we're able to play with a traditional 9 or as a false 9. So it doesn't make a huge difference in terms of who plays for me, as long as we have the players that can fit in different roles. Is the key. And I feel like with Diaz, he can play left, he can play off false 9, he can play up top a bit further up if required. He can even play on the right side as well. So for me, I'd be very impressed in terms of how he's played today. And yeah, I do feel like we'll see him play false 9 a bit more, but I just feel like Onslaught knows with Gakpo that he's a left winger. That's where he played for the Netherlands in terms of the national team. That's where he played in the Eredivisie as well for most of his career. He can play false 9, and we've seen it. You know, he was lethal when he first joined the club, and obviously the performance against Man United speaks volumes when we beat them 7-0. But I just feel like he does his more natural work on the left side. But look, I'm just pleased we've got these attackers in our team that are good options wherever whoever the opponent is. So I'm pleased that we've got the likes of Gakpo and Diaz on that left side. It's such a strong cover for that left wing position. Chiesa, obviously, I know he's had a bit of a torrid time, but once he's fit, I feel like he's going to play a key role. Not a key role, but he'll play a role in terms of our tough fixtures in that second half of the season. So, look, we've got the numbers. So I feel like we've got the best attacking force in the Premier League, maybe even Europe, to be honest with you. Steve says the false number 9 tight space in around the box is dangerous. Yeah, he certainly is. Steve says, Ozzy, I heard you have offered Anita to Robbo. Never in a million years would I offer him. Steve said, FSG prefer to offer Robbo a new deal than spend 25-30 million on Hato FSG out. Do you know what? If that is the case, that would annoy me, because I would disagree in terms of offering him a contract saves us money. It doesn't save us money. Robertson has been a top class player in the last few years, but there is a decline. But if you look at the players of Trent Alexander-Arnold, Virgil van Dijk, and Mohamed Salah, these guys are playing at the highest level right now. Van Dijk and Salah are obviously in their 30s, but they probably don't play to their age. Van Dijk is a defender that reads the game in such an elite way that he doesn't even need to use his speed. And Mohamed Salah has looked after his body over the years, and he doesn't play like he's in his early 30s. He probably plays like his mid-20s, if I'm being honest. So, age shouldn't just be looked at. You got to look at how they play the game, what level they're playing at. Salah and Van Dijk, for me, are playing at the highest level, and Trent is elite, whether you like it or not. And I feel like he's improved so much from a defensive point of view. So these three, this is a big case to say, like, you know what? If we got rid of them, who would we replace them with? Because I'll be honest with you, there isn't a standout player for any three of those positions that I feel like, you know what? He's the guy to replace Salah, or he's the guy to replace Van Dijk, or he's the guy to replace Trent Alexander-Arnold. I would literally struggle to find a ready-made replacement. And if I do find one, it's going to be an unrealistic one, because that player will probably be at a big club, on huge wages. But then what's the point of selling Salah, Van Dijk, or Trent to sign someone that's going to, require a hefty transfer fee and probably even same salary, or maybe even a bigger salary than the club envisaged in the first place? So for me, look, you're a big fan of Hatter, and I think we share the same kind of thinking with regards to that player, because I think Hatter would be a fantastic signing for Liverpool. I think that is more of an FSG sign. I think the 25-30 million Hatter, I think that transfer fee they wouldn't sell him for that much unless he's having a bad season. I feel like he'd cost on the region of 40 to 50. But he's a top. I feel like he could be the next big thing. I think he's that good. And if you haven't seen him play, just try and tune into an Ajax game or watch some highlights of him. Like you'll probably see why me and Steve somehow always mention his name in our shows because I've really rated him. I think he's a fantastic player. But yeah, I disagree with offering Robbo a new contract saves us millions. I don't think that's how it should be. So let's see how it goes. Steve says sign up for David and sell him a year later for 50 million for FSG signing. Yeah, that could happen to be fair. But I'd love for us to sign someone like that. Steve's asking, you making any subs at halftime? I wouldn't make any subs as of yet. No, not as of yet. I think the team have been functioning really well. I'd probably look towards that hour mark. Maybe bring on Gakpo for Darwin Núñez and then switch Diaz through the middle as we've been talking about quite a bit in the last 5-10 minutes and put Gakpo on the left. So that'll be our front three. Gravenberch's been very impressive. I've been really impressed with how he's played. Jones as well. But maybe put on Szoboszlai for Jones just to, manage his minutes a bit. I know he's not been injured recently, but I don't want to risk any injuries on Jones. And maybe Tsimikas as well at some point. Joe Gomez could be an option at that left back position. It will be depend on how we're doing on our left side. If we're struggling, then bring on Joe Gomez. If not, Tsimikas can add a more of an attacking threat. So no, not any. Hold on. Oh my God! Villa just had an opening chance through Rodgers. Just slashed it wide, unfortunately. Well, I'm gonna back of it. Apologies, guys. A slight issue with my internet there. So yeah, hopefully I'm back on. So yeah, any issues, do drop a comment and let me know what you got. If I'm, if you can't hear me or if my internet's gone again. But yeah, should be fine now. I've secured the connection now. Yeah, Rodgers, can't believe that opportunity there. Very close to breaking the deadlock. But yeah, that Kanate looks like he's holding his knee there. I hope there's nothing to say. He seems all right. He seems to be shaking it off. Okay, foul there. Oh, who's that rolling on the ground? That's Nunes? No, he's all right. Free actual there. Back to Steve's comments. He said we will see the best of Chiesa from Feb onwards. Yeah, I totally agree with that one. Definitely after the Jan-Feb period. That's what I've envisaged as well. Madrid ready to offer Tchouaméni in a swap deal for Trent Alexander-Arnold. Deal or no deal? Honestly, no deal. If you'd asked me that question like a year ago, 2 years ago, I'd probably say I'd seriously consider it more. But I just feel like Trent is a generational talent. I really do. And with his connection to the club, obviously being from the city and coming through the ranks, I just feel like it would be such a bad move if we let that player go. So no, I wouldn't accept that deal. And to be fair, Tchouaméni has been a bit dry for the last 2 years. So it could be where he's peaked when he was at Monaco, and that's the version you're going to get. Oh, Downers should have scored there. Great cross there from Robertson. Downers leaps in fantastic fashion. Just misses the target. Should have scored. It's unlucky, but I think he should have scored, to be honest with you. Good crosser from Robertson, to be fair. Oh, Liverpool on attack again. McAllister to Jones. We're heavily playing on that left side. A bit congested now. Players need to move around. There we go. I see McAllister going in a bit more infield now. Steve says Ajax need the money. That's why I said Hato can be signed. If that's the case, 25, 30 million. That's peanuts. And I hope we can get that sorted out. Yeah, I'd love for that. That'd be a fantastic signing. In world football, I do feel like he's just one of those players that's the next one to really make a big name for themselves. He has all the ability. Obviously, when he comes to the club as well, he wouldn't be under huge pressure. You would have the likes of Tsimikas and Robertson here, or if one of them, I wouldn't expect us to sell both players, but if one was to go, either it's Robertson or Tsimikas, then you still got an experienced player alongside Hato. Or Rogers plays a fantastic ball to Watkins, but Jones does fantastically well to claim the ball there. I'll be honest with you guys, it looks like Konate is struggling. I think it might be worth taking him off and bring on Joe Gomez just to make sure he doesn't aggravate that injury, because he's been a colossal for us for the last few weeks. I feel like when he doesn't play, you just realize how much you miss Konate on the pitch. And I was thinking about this the other day in terms of our future recruitment. I would rather assign a player that is more similar to Konate rather than going for a left-sided centre-back. When I say left-sided, I mean a left-footed centre-back. I know that player would add balance to the team. But let's say Van Dijk gets a new contract. He's going to occupy that role. So for me, Joe Gomez can play that role as a left-sided centre-back. Kwanzaa can play that role as well. Konate can play that role if required. I feel like we need to have a player that, if Konate is not available, there isn't a drop. And I'm not saying there's a drop in terms of quality from Kwanzaa and Joe Gomez, but I do notice it in terms of physicality, what he brings to the table. So if I was to pinpoint a name, I wouldn't mind assigning someone like Osman Diomande from Sporting Lisbon. I feel like he's quite similar in terms of stylistically how Konate is, and he's good on the ball as well. So he'd be a good signing, in my opinion. But we can talk about transfers another day. Steve says AC Milan need to raise funds. Is another option for left back? You know what? Theo Hernandez would probably be a dream signing, if I'm being honest with you. I think in world football, he's one of the best. If they are in serious financial issues like that, then yeah, we need to be all for that. Definitely need to go for that, because Hernandez would be a fantastic signing. And I don't think he's like mid-20s as well, so he's still got plenty of years ahead of him. He'd be, if I had to choose a dream signing, it would probably be Hernandez. Even though I do really like Alphonso Davies, but I think Hernandez is better in terms of his all-round game. But if I'm going for more of a realistic sign, I'm saying Hato. I think Hato would be the guy as well. But yeah, let's see. Something I don't think will be addressed in the January window. I think this is something where the club might look into next summer. So obviously we can have discussions before that. Ozzy, your mic playing up. I hope it's okay now. Steve, if it's still playing up, please drop a comment and let me know what you think. Abdul Rahim says Milos Kerkez or Leif Davis. Who's Leif Davis? Let me just quickly Google him. Davis, yes. The Ipswich left back. I didn't know that Leif was his first name. He's got a great goal for Ipswich the other day. If it was between the two players, I'd go for Kerkez. I've seen Kerkez a bit more, but Kerkez looks really good so far this season. In the last fixture, he pretty much, got all the assists. Like, it was such a pivotal role in their win against Man City, wasn't it? So yeah, no, I'd go for Kerkez if it was between the two. And you said Tchouaméni or Zubimendi. Oh, hold on. Oh, thought Rogers about to lay it off there for Watkins. Tchouaméni or Zubimendi in DM. I'd probably go for Tchouaméni. I think Tchouaméni alongside Gravenberch would be a formidable partnership, or Tchouaméni and McAllister, or all three of them rotated in some games and stuff. I think it'll be a good balance. Zubimendi for me, and I feel like some fans might disagree. He's more defensive minded McAllister, but I do see similarities in terms of the way they play. So having a Zubimendi and McAllister as a double pivot, I don't think that's a good double pivot to have. I think they're too similar, in my opinion. Even though Zubimendi understands the role better and he can drop deep, so it could still work. But I just feel like, if you have Gravenberch and Tchouaméni, the physical presence, the height, the agility, the youthfulness from both players, I feel like it'd be a very, very strong double pivot. So no, from that option, I'd go for Tchouaméni, but not at the expense of losing Trent Alexander-Arnold. I need to see Trent at Liverpool for years to come. Isaac or Gyökeres in number 9 role. So the battle of the Swedish attackers there. I'll go for Gyökeres. I do like Isaac, but I feel like in our system, the way we play, I think Gyökeres would be absolutely lethal in this system. So I'll go for Gyökeres for that one. Ignacio or Kochu or Murillo or Diomande in centre back. So funny enough, Abdul, I just mentioned who would be my dream signing randomly, and I'd go for Diomande. I think he'd be a player that would be great cover for Van Dijk and Konate. I feel like he can play Van Dijk's role or Konate's role. So I feel like he would be the best option for me. Ignacio, good player, really good player. But I think, I don't know, maybe I'm a bit off buying that left foot player just because I feel like Van Dijk, that's his role in the team. So I wouldn't want it to be where, when you got to do your squad rotation, you got to shift Van Dijk to the right hand side. He should be playing where he plays week in, week out, in my opinion. And then people need to adjust to him rather than him adjusting to other players. So I'd rather go for a right-footed centre-back. And I think Diomande is similar ilk of Konate. And it might maybe argue to say he's probably better on the ball than Konate. So the way he plays at Sporting under Ruben Amorim, well, not Ruben Amorim, well, he's a United coach, but he plays where he comes out of the line and ends up playing as more of a ball-playing centre midfielder because he sort of drops in like a number 6 role. So he's the centre back that goes forward, and then you've got the other 2 centre backs in the left side dropping a bit more deep. So tactically, he could fit the way we play. So I go for Diomande if I had to choose a player there. And Abdul says Liverpool need another goal. We do. Villa have been applying the pressure. I'm concerned about this fella that I see on the screen right now, John Duran, coming on, because he can come on and score from any moment given. So we need to make sure that we get that second goal, just add a bit of a cushion in case they grab a goal or consolation goal, as I want to label it as. So yeah, for me, you're right. We do need to get that second goal. We need to get quick because they've shown some good form in the second half, and now they're having a set piece, and this is where they're very, very dangerous. So let's see what happens. Lucadini with the cross, cleared away by Conor Bradley. Okay. Oh, are they looking at a potential handball? No. They're reviewing it. Are they serious that it's been looked at? No, he wasn't going to get the ball. Ridiculous that they're even looking at it, to be honest with you. Oh, these officials, they do make you laugh sometimes. Good header there from Van Dijk. Free kick to Liverpool. I think we should probably start looking at making some substitutions, to be fair. I wouldn't take off Jones. I think Jones has been really good. I'd take off either Diaz or Darwin Núñez. If I had to choose, if it was my personal choice, I don't know, because I do feel like Darwin Núñez is getting a lot of the ball. Let's see. We're on attack right now through Diaz. Tries to the ball. Oh, good low cross. Robertson to McAllister. Lovely pass to Darwin Núñez. Darwin Núñez to Jones. Oh no. Is it offside? Blow the whistle then. The poor guy is lifting up for like good 2 minutes. Referee's not even blowing the whistle. Pay attention. Yeah, it was offside. Probably should have tried to find Jones there rather than Darwin Núñez. So yes, I'd take off either Núñez or Diaz, but I'm a bit split to the who I would take off, to be honest. Robertson to Darwin Núñez. Can you do to Diaz? Diaz shoot. It took too long. Salah shoot. Blocked there by Tielemans. Why does Tielemans look like he's holding a shit whilst he's running? So slight observation. I thought that was quite funny. Oh, Darwin Núñez with a shot. Straight at the keeper there. You know, I maybe hold off having a substitution now, actually, you know. I feel like they both can have an impact. Go on, Ibu. Great tackle. I'm not going to lie, he's my man of the match so far. I think he's been fantastic today, as always. Canate. Van Dijk. Canister. Good touch there from Salah. Can Salah switch it? Oh, no. I think he should have gone for the left wing. That pass was on. Great play there from Bradley. Kept the ball in play there. Gravenberch. Careful with that pass. Almost gave the ball away there. Jones to Konate. Oh, God. Duran looks like he's coming on. Nunez to Salah. To Jones. Good control from Jones. Lovely ball towards Diaz. Can he control it? Just about. Well done, Diaz. Lovely control from Lucho. Good touch to McAllister. Robertson, first time cross. Keeps in play. McAllister, Liverpool finding a bit of rhythm right now. McAllister to Robertson. Konate to Bradley. Bradley drives with the ball. Is he fouled there? Yes, he is. Free kick to Liverpool on the right side of the box. Good opportunity for one of our players to whip it towards that right side. Oh, so it looks like Szoboszlai and Gakpo are coming on. So two players that I mentioned earlier on. It looks like it could be Jones and possibly Darwin Núñez or Diaz. We'll see who is substituted. But yeah, around the hour mark is what I mentioned earlier on. So in line with what I said. This is where we, I guess, miss Trent Alexander-Arnold's delivery in these sort of set pieces. But who's taking it? Is it McAllister? Yeah, he doesn't have bad delivery himself. Great free kick from McAllister. Diaz with the header. Unfortunately, unable to guide it on target. Substitutions now for Liverpool. It is for Darwin Núñez. So yeah, makes sense. Great finish from Darwin. Can't fault him for that finish. You know, he could come across as being a bit of a frustrating player due to his consistency in front of goal, but he always puts in a shift. So you can't ever fault Darwin's output into his way of playing the game. He works hard for the team. He's aggressive in his pressing. Just needs to improve that final part of the game. And I know it's easier said than done, but he has in his locker. We can see that he's had these finishes where he can be calm and composed. It's just that it's not been very frequent. So hopefully, you know, it's something that he can work on in training and improve in the next coming months and years. But whether he's at Liverpool in the coming years remains to be seen. But for this season, I feel like he'll definitely play a part in how he plays. Whether he starts or he's off the bench, he's very impactful whenever he plays. Good header there from Van Dijk. Throw into Liverpool. Robertson trying to find a player right now. Konate. Gravenberch. Good pass to Robertson there. Konate to Gravenberch. Liverpool building up from the back right now. Callister. Kanate to Bradley. Long walk top from Van Dijk. Diaz does fantastically well to chase that ball. Low cross, not enough power, and unfortunately, unlucky there from Diaz. So Diaz playing through the middle, the gap on the left, which I think we've mentioned it previously in the comments. That is the way we wanted to set up. That's the way I wanted to set up before the game. To be fair, but hey, at least we've got it right now for the next 20 minutes or so. Good control there from Van Dijk to Cody Gakpo, who's in the middle right now. A different setup from Villa. They seem to have more numbers in the midfield, so their spice is quite limited. So we've got to be smart and astute in terms of how we lay off those passes in the final third. Van Dijk switches the ball towards Salah. Lukatin gets a head on it. Conor Bradley does fantastically well. Oh, that was an awful tackle on Mohamed Salah from again. Yeah, Conor Bradley did really well to get that ball towards Salah. Free kick to Liverpool. Szoboszlai is set to take it. Hopefully he can whip a nice cross into the middle of the box. Good cross from Szoboszlai. Oh, Konate with a header. Just failed to make contact there. Gakpo tries to lift the ball in the box. Easy catch there from Martinez. Steve, the commentator says, watching Fozzie channel making me nervous. Back to you now. Is Fozzie getting nervous about the game? I'm not feeling that, but yeah. Interesting to see how he's feeling right now. But yeah, no, we're not feeling nervous now. We're just hoping and, itching that we get that second goal to kind of add a bit of cushion to our lead. But no, not feeling that kind of nervousness at all, to be honest with you. I feel like we are in control. Cody Gakpo cuts in. Oh, the shot there just goes over the bar, high and wide there. And then Abdul Rahim says, need to improve on finishing in training and in game. Yeah. I think in terms of finishing, we're normally quite good, but I would definitely say our number 10s, they need to work on their finishing because they're, I feel like they need to contribute to our goal tally as well. And they are doing it to an extent, but I want more from the likes of Jones and Szoboszlai, especially Szoboszlai. Like he's not been on the score sheet that much, and I feel like he's more than capable of scoring a bucket load of goals for us and assists as well. So yeah, definitely an area where we need to improve. But I do feel like we are clinical as a team. When it comes to Darwin Núñez, I just feel like that's a more of an individual thing where he needs probably personal training in terms of adding that calmness when he's in front of goal in a one-on-one situation, because that's something that he lacks, and just finding that right shooting selection. So the analogy that I always use is, like, I don't play it, but in golf you have different clubs for different types of shots. In football it's the same. You know, with certain shots, you need to smash it. Certain shots you need to place it. Certain shots you need to finesse it. He just needs to find that balance. Of Villa were aggressive on that counter attack, but it's offside. So free kick to Liverpool. So you saw that. You might, yeah. Sorry, just had a bit of an internet issue. My stream ended up dropping out, and then I had to come back in. So yeah, was resolved in a few minutes. And then Steve said these crowd officials will do everything to stop us winning. That's what it feels like, It feels like us against the world sometimes, especially these officials. We all know the referee in the middle of the park right now is a big United fan. So yeah, but we'll let the football do the talking, and hopefully we can rule the Premier League once again. And Steve says, I'm going to make any more subs. At the minute, I don't think he will. I was slightly concerned with Konate because he looked like he was hobbling, so maybe Joe Gomez could come on. But that doesn't look like to be the case. We've just brought on OZWRLD and Cody Gakpo. So in terms of other options, let me see what other options there are that we can bring on. I don't think any of the midfielders would come on. So I don't expect Endo to come on. Joe Gomez, if required, if, Slot wants to take a precaution on Konate. I actually think Robertson's having a good game, so I won't even take him off right now. I'll be honest with you, it's not urgent to make any changes, to be honest with you. OZWRLD and Gakpo would have been high on my list, but the others would just be for the sake of minutes and maybe, refreshing not refreshing, but just taking players off as precaution, because maybe they've picked up a little nickel here and there, or just, making sure that they're not able to get injured. What's it like Emery there trying to hog the ball? Funny guy. Abdul Rahim says, stop sloppy ball, keep possession, improve game management. Yeah, I think that's an area of our game we need to improve on a little bit. We have shown good parts of our game management in previous games, but recently we have been a bit sloppy and passive in our final third. OZWRLD driving the ball, low cross towards Gakpo. Oh, it goes through Quansah's legs, and Cody Gakpo completely misses the ball himself. But Gakpo delivers back towards OZWRLD, but McGinn ends up getting the header on that final ball there. Yeah, Steve said MSG hacked your channel. They may have. I said a few things, so yeah, you never know. But yeah, I'm back and run. I'm up and running now, so yeah, hopefully no more issues going forward. Steve said we have to beat 11 players and 6 crowd officials today. Yeah, that's against the world. It always feels like that, to be fair, when you're Liverpool. Well, yeah, we're used to it. So, great turn from Gravenberch. Unlucky that final pass, but the referee's not corrupt. He's giving us a free kick. So Liverpool have a free kick. And also a yellow card. I think it was for Kamara, who's just come on the pitch as well. So, yeah. Great play there from Gravenberch. Great turn of speed from him. I love it when he does that half turn. He glides past players. It's a really good skill set to have. And despite him playing in the number 6 role, in the double pivot, he's still able to use that to his advantage at times. So, yeah, really good. Especially when you're playing up against a team that is more defensive now and they're trying to apply that low block. He can just create an opening out of nothing. So, yeah, hopefully we can take advantage of this free kick. It's Robertson from the left-hand side. Free kick. Oof. Gravenberch gets the last touch. John Duran, this jammy player. Look at him. threads it to Matson to Philogene. Oh, great defensive play there from Diaz. And free kick to Liverpool as Philogene pushes Robertson to ground. Great defensive play there from Diaz. Working hard for the team. Great play from Lucho. And Steve said, Kanate, Mac off. Gomez ended on 4-5-1 last 10 minutes. Yeah, we could do that. I just don't see Arnold start doing it, to be honest with you. I feel like he's content with how we're playing right now, but you never know. He does tend to make those random substitutions in the last few minutes. So he might just do that just to waste time more than anything else. Steve said, we need a Salah goal to finish them off. Yeah, I think we do. Salah finish would be fantastic right now. Steve says, if LFC was a rap artist, there would be Tupac and album called Me Against the World. Yeah, I agree with that one. That would literally be our album cover, Me Against the World. Can't argue with that one. Steve said, do not allow Duran. Yeah, close him down fast. Duran's a funny one because, look, I'll give him his flowers. This season he's been great. But last year when I watched him, I was like, I don't know what to make of him. Like, he was kind of the same ilk of Nicholas Jackson. I just feel like he was a bit of just a jammy player. And even when I see him now, I just feel like he's a jammy player. Like, it's not like he knows what he's doing. So, yeah, he's just a great finisher. I think he does have a good finish on him. But even the goals he scored, they've been a bit fluky. But I'm probably sound like a hater right now, but I don't know. I'm not fully sold on John Duran, but you know, he's a player that. You know what's funny? We were actually linked with him before he signed for Villa, so we definitely had scouts watching him. I think they signed him from MLS as well, so yeah, definitely someone that was on our radar. So he can't be that bad, but no, not for me. Oh, Kanate took it away from Kelleher there, but thankfully nothing led to it. Another corner kick for Villa. Abdul Rahim says Kelleher needs to be more commanding. I think so, but I'm just I'm pleased that Kanate got on the end of it rather than anyone else. Surprised Matson doesn't get a lot of game time for Villa. He's a quality player. He was fantastic for Dortmund in the second half of last season. Really good. Okay, corner kick for Villa. Good clearance from Robertson. Goal, Gakpo. Look on the counter attack. No. Salah through and goal. To Diaz. Oh, that pass was good. I'm not going to lie, but maybe it's needed a bit more pace, or maybe Salah needs to take one more extra touch and then do that pass. Oh, Duran gets a touch on the ball. No, he got the final touch. That's not a corner. Behave. That was end-to-end stuff there. Great cross there from Luka Dean. John Duran with a sliding effort there. Oh no, Van Dijk hooked it away. It actually is a corner kick. All right, fair play to Van Dijk because I thought that was John Duran. I got a little bit concerned there. Abdul said final ball was pad. I feel like when it happened, I didn't feel like it would look like the best part, but I thought, oh, do you know what? He's just about found his man there. But yeah, I feel like maybe he should have taken an extra touch and then applied that. Oh my God. Then applied that finish. It just needed a bit more pace, didn't it? Yeah, so unlucky. Abdul saying LFC sitting back. Yeah, we are. It might be if we're gonna play like this, which look, I'm not totally against, but maybe bring on a more defensive minded player. Bring on Joe Gomez and have a back five, or bring on Endo and then add another body in that midfield. If you want to be defensive, let's do it properly. So, but I think we can continue the way we're playing right now. We're just like very close to just getting that second goal. If we get that second goal, game over. But right now, you know, they have a chance as well. That's what's worrying me. The 1-0 scoreline always puts you on edge. And Villa just one of those teams that have that nous to just get the equalizer or just disrupt the party. So, yeah, just never know. Matson has the ball on the left-hand side. Szoboszlai. We got the ball there. Oh my God. Villa on attack. Great block there for Conor Bradley. Not that I knew what he was doing there because he hit him right in the backside. But hey, you made the block. That's what counts. $83 played on my side. Still 1-0. Come on, clear that ball away. Szoboszlai, clear it away. There we go. Through to Salah. Can you get on the end of it? Yes, he can. Salah's through on goal. He needs to go on his own. Don't pass. Go on your own. Go on your own. There we go. We were asking for a Salah goal. We got it. What a finish from the Egyptian king. So pleased that he didn't pass the ball. And in that moment, you know, it was 3 against 1. You're thinking maybe he'll square it. No. Keep going, getting closer to the goal, and apply that finish. And that's exactly what he did. What a finish there. They got to play it down, but I could not care less. That's not a foul. That's not a foul. If you didn't have your milk, that's not our problem. Stay on the ground because that was not a foul. Fantastic play from Salah. I love that. I love that finish. Calm and composed. It didn't rush. He waited. He waited for the keeper to make that slight movement and just digged it towards that near post. Lovely finish there. Abdul Rahim confirms. Salah scores 2-0. Need another goal on game management. I think the game management will be fine. I don't think we need to get that third goal. Just keep possession of the ball now. We don't need to go all guns blazing, in my opinion. 5 minutes plus stoppage time. Just maintain the ball now. Keep hold of the ball. And yeah, like you said, keep clean sheet. That's what we got to do. But Villa look like they might have some problems here. Pau Torres seems to be struggling to get up. Is he injured? Behave. He's trying to make a big fuss about not stopping play. You dropped to the ground on your own. We're not stopping the play because you're on the floor. We were hit on a counter-attack. It's your problem. It wasn't even that bad of a tackle. Nah, come on. He clashes into Gravenberg. Gravenberg's hurt his head more than anything else. Yeah, he needs to get up and get on with it. Endo's coming on. So shout out to Steve. Did mention that we should bring on Endo. So Endo's coming on. Just a sharp shot. So like I said, you know, if you want to be a bit defensive, let's bring on a defensive player. So Mac is coming off. Good to see Endo on the pitch getting some minutes. Oh, I loving the crowd right now. It's so noisy. This is Anfield. Matson on the left side. Oh, that's a great turn of pace there. Poor first touch. John Duran got a touch, but he wasn't able to keep in control there. Hey. Salah, I'm not sure what he's trying to do there, but ball has gone out of play. Thrown to Villa. Unai Emery's trying to say, calm down, mate. You got to show a bit of urgency if you want to get in the game. Arne Slot should be telling us to calm down, so we don't try and get that third goal. Abdul says, Liverpool fans, the atmosphere has been electric. It really has. I can hear it in my headphones right now. It is loud, and I'm loving it. And fair play to the fans in the crowd. The last couple of home games, they've definitely showed up. The one at the Bayer Leverkusen game, yeah, they showed up in that second half. So it's good because it also shows that people are buying into the team. They're buying into slot ball or however you want to phrase it. Because I know there's still a lot of fans that are still unsure about it. But, I've been intrigued. And I've been enjoying what we've produced so far this season under our new coach. And long may it continue, because right now we're flying high. And yeah, you can't fault the effort from the players, and you can't fault the tactics and the way Arsenal wants to play football. You can't fault it. It's getting us results. We're getting wins. We're playing good, attractive football. So, you can't have too much qualms about what's going on right now. But you can't please everyone as well at the same time. Corner kick taken for Villa. There you go, Kelleher. Commanding there. Caught the ball. Passes to Graham Burke. He's fouled, but wave play on now. Come on. Diaz on the counter. Good turn. He passes to Conor Bradley. Bradley to Gakpo. And to Graham Burke. Just keep it calm now. That phase is gone now. We're not playing on that front foot. Just keep possession of the ball. 89th minute played. Few more minutes remaining. Good tackle from Gakpo. No. Free kick given to Villa. 4 minutes of stoppage time. I'm not sure where that's come from. That's probably from Pau Torres lying down on the floor sunbathing. Sunbathing, it's evening time, but yeah, he's just lying down, faking an injury there more than anything else, to be fair. Free kick to Villa. Don't think that was a clear-cut foul, but it is what it is. Tillmans with the free kick. Philogene. Now get up. Come on. How's a 6'3" guy just dropping to the ground like he's made of paper? The referee bought into that fake foul so easily. Again, with the free kick, it's good delivery. Good catch there from Kelleher. There we go. Liverpool on the counter attack again. Go on. Salah unable to get his foot around the ball there. Very unlucky. So unlucky there. He looks disappointed. Yeah. I can imagine why he's feeling like that. Oh, Diaz thought he just nicked it off Diego Carlos. But free kick. That was a soft free kick as well. Ref is giving him every opportunity, isn't he? Kamara with the long ball up top. Keller, just keep it calm now. Slow it down. Don't need to rush. Because they're pressing now. So let's not try and lose the ball. Just clear that ball up top. There you go. Minute and a half left. Endo, good tackle, Endo. Go on, Diaz. Foul. John Duran fouling his countryman there. Yeah, commentator cheeky comments trying to say, oh, tell Armstrong that it will get harder. Listen, this period was supposed to be a hard period. Talk to me now. The only time we dropped points is against Arsenal, which was a draw, which, you know, is not a bad result if you look consider how we performed that day. But no. We'll talk about it in the match reaction, which I'll do later on tonight, because it needs to be highlighted. You know, I think as Liverpool fans, we were more concerned about, you know what, it's tough fixtures. We got to keep grounded, make sure, you know, we get the points, then we can speak it, you know, with a bit of chest that we've got title credentials this season. But other fans are like, nah, you guys are dropping points against Chelsea, Arsenal, Villa, Leverkusen in the Champions League. Like, you guys are going to get found out. Still waiting. I'm not getting cocky here, but I'm just saying what we've produced so far, you've got to feel confident about the team. And that is the final whistle. Liverpool 2, Aston Villa 0. What a game it was. First half was definitely on the front foot. But in the second half, I feel like we were in more control. Mohamed Salah gets the final goal of the game to claim the match. Darwin Núñez scored the opening goal. Good game overall. I feel like we played really well. We didn't really look like we were going to concede today, if I'm being brutally honest. But these are the games where, you know, when you're at 1-0, can always be a banana skin. But thankfully, Salah got the second. And then that pretty much wrapped it up. And that gives us another 3 points on the board. And we are top of the table. And I believe we have a more extended lead now. So let me just share the league table so we can enjoy how it looks right now. So there we go. Let's make the screen bigger as well. So Liverpool, top of the table, 5 points clear away from Man City. Wow. I know it's 11 games played, but you got to enjoy it as well. We're in such great form right now. Onslaught, huge round of applause for our gaffer there. Yeah, he's done really well for us so far. So look, fantastic game, great win for the Reds. Another 3 points on the table. We'll be approaching international break, so a bit of a shame because, you know, we're building such great momentum right now. So it's going to be a couple of weeks layoff and then back to our normal schedule. I think our next fixture in the Premier League will be against Southampton away. But look, 5 points away so far. It's a big drop off, but hey, it is what it is. Thank you so much for tuning in, guys. Thank you to Abdul Rahim and Steve for your comments. Appreciate your engagement. And Shay Arsenal as well, who started the comments. Appreciate your engagement and support for the channel. If you haven't already, please don't forget to like, comment, share, and subscribe. As I mentioned, we will be doing a match reaction show. I'm going to take a short break. Let's start that show at 11 o'clock. It's also a calling show, so if you'd like to come on and have your say, the floor is yours. I will have a link pinned in the live chat, so feel free to hit that link. I will get you on after I do the player rating. So that is it for tonight, guys. Thank you so much for tuning in. Take care, stay safe, and I hope to see you all hopefully in about an hour's time. Goodbye.